Well, we're here at the E.T. Willett Park. It's St. Kitts versus Nevis in the revived Berridge Howell matchup, which wouldn't have occurred for quite a number of years. And so, being revived now, finally. And we're having St. Kitts batting first. We understand the score is 121 for 6. And that's the end of the over bowl by Carmichael. And we'll hopefully get an updated score in terms of the details. But St. Kitts batting first, 121 for the loss of 6. Jamie Cornelius it is, getting a little bounce and turn here. Batsman very uncomfortable into that defensive shot. Wicketkeeper didn't hold on to it. I'm not sure, but that does not look like Carlon Bowen took it. So maybe he's not an island. Here goes Cornelius bowls. He's cutting that one. Had the width, but well stopped there at backward of point. The man racing across. Stops it nicely. Can't score. So Cornelius it is from the historic Bath Hotel end. Moves in once more. Bowls flatter. He's punching this one again. The man races across once more. Misses this time. And the man deep on the point boundary comes across and picks it up. That looks like Shelton Forbes. And gets the return in. We're trying to pick up some of the players on the field. Definitely we have Adrian Williams out there. And we have, well, we come back to that as it's going to be Cornelius moving in now to bowl short. And he's punching at that and it's spun back at him. And it went past him and the keeper. And they got what looks like a bye. He was comprehensively beaten. The keeper also was beaten because the ball went through him, and seems as if he's getting a little bit of bite from this track here. So it's the revived Berridge Howell St. Kitts versus Nevis encounter. As here goes Cornelius moving in now to bowl to the left-hander, gets a little width again. This time the man has work to do, races after it, and they'll get one. So one more to the total. So just giving a little bit too much room on that offside there, Jamie Cornelius. Again, the sad news that the West Indies would have lost another test match well within the 5-day schedule period. Here goes Cornelius, couple of steps in, bowls, he's going for the big one that time. The man is racing across and it's going to drop wide of him, and they're going back for the second. So ball was in there for a long time. The man covered some distance, but it was falling away short of him, and they got 2. So it's going to be Jaden Carmichael bowls, turns it nicely into the onside, but the man is racing across from square legs, picks it up. So the captain of the team is Busu, a tall man here, and at first slip. Well, he'll now be, yes, for the left-hander. He's at first slip. Left arm leg spinner he is. Here he goes, moves in now. He's driving nicely. Well stopped by the bowler. Hitting it powerfully enough, but the bowler came across and stopped it nicely. So, Jaden Carmichael, I'm not sure if he's in any of the CPL setups for this year. Moves in now to bowl. He's driving off the outer edge. Goes down to the man at point who waits on it, picks it up easily. And so no runs. So we understand that Tuckett is probably off island, unavailable for this game. So here it is once more. Michael it is. Moves in now to bowl. He's getting some width. Punches it into the upside. The man races across. Misfields badly. And they're even thinking about a second. But it's not on. He recovered quickly enough. They got 1. That was Ahmedan bubbling with that one. So it's going to be Carmichael moving in once more to bowl. Flat and fast. He's punching it nicely. Brilliant. Stop that. Diving away to his left. And that was a brilliant save. And that was traveling. But the fielder anticipated well and stopped it nicely. Width, and it was short, but the fielder did well. He moves in now to bowl. He's punching it, but this time away from the man at point. He has a run. They're thinking of the second. They'll more than think about it. They're gone for it. And 2 more to the total. Again, with and 2 short from Jaden Carmichael. And that ends the over. 133 for 6 after 33 overs. 36 overs, sorry. So 36 overs completed and 133 for the loss of 6. That's the score here at the Eddie Willett Park, as there's a bit of a water break. So we'll have a closer look at some of the players. Jaden Carmichael, Jamie Cornelius, Akadiento Willett, Hamadan, the young wicketkeeper from the VOGN area, Boso the captain, and
if you're looking a souvenir to take back, King Bingy have some pen drive selling just for $50. Go and check the man. He's right there by the bar, right?
the action resumes. Over number 37 being bowled by Jamie Cornelius. One again getting a bit of turn. Interestingly enough, Onaje Amri, who is a top-off spinner, has been left out of this team. He's doing 12-man duties. But here goes once more. Jamie Cornelius bowls. Again, a little bounce there on that one. And that's Akadiento Willett moving in to pick it up. Can't score. So 136 the score for the loss of 6. In over number 34, Cornelius loops this one. He comes tentatively forward. And there's the captain, Boso, racing in. And misfielding. And maybe even teasing the batsman, challenging him to try for the single. And the batsman is in park, actually. So here goes once more. It's going to be Cornelius from the Barterton end. Moves in now. Good delivery, flatter and straight on stumps. The man squeezes down on it tentatively too, but kept it out well in the end. And so no chance of a run. Another dot. Here he goes. He settles once more. Cornelius it is. Moves in, loops it again. He's driving it back up the strip to the bowler. Cornelius does the genuflect and picks it up in both hands. Walks back to his bowling mark. So here goes Cornelius. Moves in once more to bowl flat and short. And he's punching this one through the onside. Pulling it nicely. It has pierced the gap somewhat. But there's a man racing around. Well, 2 of them actually. And they've gone back for the third. Great run in that. Good shot. Short. Pulled away nicely. And picking up 3 in the process. That ends the over. 139 the score for 6. And as we saw the indication from Boso, he's coming into the attack. He told Adrian Williams to warm up. The guys are all suited up in their brand new outfit. I understand that they came in on Friday, I think it was, or Thursday. Brand new outfit for the team. Cricket Association sourcing the uniforms. Now it's going to be Boso. He's the left-arm leg spinner, replacing Carmichael. Here he goes. Boso bowls. He's swinging it away, but there's a man at a short backward of square position. Was off target. He really didn't belt into it. He just pulled it around with gentle hands, really. So here's Boso, the tall left-arm leg spinner. Bowls flatter, more on stump. He was tugging at it. The ball spun into him. He certainly didn't time it well. Just went bubbling into the onside. Willett picks it up. Can't score. Boso it is. Prepares to bowl. Moves in once more to bowl. Loops this one. He's driving. This time he pierces the gap. The man, Williams, comes across. Picks up. They're thinking of 2, but he's a quick guy. And a strong one too. Remember, he's a javelin thrower. And he got the return in very quickly. 1 more to the total. So 140 now. The score. 140 for 6. Boso it is. Moves in once more to bowl. He's punching it short and again giving him some width, but this time Willett stops it easily as he was hitting it straight to the man on that occasion. Here's Busu. Prepares to move in now to bowl. There is bowling. That's one that had him stuck in his crease. He was flatter and a no ball signaled by the umpire. Has he overstepped? It must be that he overstepped. So it's going to be a free hit. He has all license to swing and swing hard. How does Busu deal with this? Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Free hit delivery. Swings into it. Has it gone the distance? It has. Almost taken out two prisoners up there. Two of the residents of Russell's Rest had to skedaddle out of the way. And was it another no ball? Let's wait and see, because that was hit for 6 and I just saw an extension of the arm. No, maybe not. But that was hit nicely for 6. Here's Busu moving in now to bowl. He's sweeping at that and well, struck him on the pad. There was a half appeal and certainly didn't hit the stump.
I think it's 144 for 6.
144 for the loss of 6. 38 overs completed.
Yeah, 144.
Jamie Cornelius in this extended spell, he's driving, came off the bottom of the bat, went between the batsman and the stumps and went down to a fine leg position. One more to the total. He wasn't in control and bowler's victory sort of. So 145 the score. Cornelius will bowl over the wicket now to the right-hander. He goes flat and fast and the man solidly, quietly forward, shows him the maker's mark. Long forward on that occasion. It was well lined and a quickish delivery too. So Cornelius it is. We'll move in once more from the batter till end. Bowls. He's sweeping at that. That's close. And no. And Cornelius can't believe it. Holding his head in disbelief. Batsman was sweeping. It looked pretty well lined, but the umpire is the closest one out there. He makes the crucial decisions. And he said not out. He was watching it from close range. Here's Cornelius. Full pitch delivery. Swings it in the air. Somebody, anybody takes the catch close to the boundary. It was a full toss. And as if they would say sometimes God doesn't sleep. He wasn't sent LBW. And the very next ball, he got a full toss and he just heaved it straight down the throat of the man at long on. Good catch taken in the end. New batsman in and 7 wickets gone for the St. Kitts team. It was a full toss, but the batsman heaved it straight down the throat of the man at long on. A little bit more power, he would have cleared the ropes. The usual arguments back of us. Once there's cricket at the park, there'll be debates and memories. Here's Cornelius bowling. He's solidly forward. He's off the mark immediately as he pushes it away from the slips and the man back with a point. Williams comes across, picks it up. One more to the total. So going around the wicket now to the left-hander. Here's Cornelius. Here he goes. Moves in now flatter and he's on the back foot. Keeps it out. Cornelius holding his head in anticipation of the ball missing the bat. But that wasn't the case. That ends the over. We're going into the 40th over. Adrian Williams into the attack. 146 for 7. And so Williams into the attack now. Williams indicated that he has 1 wicket so far. Jaden Carmichael has indicated he has 2. Here's Williams bowling. That time he was pushing tentatively. The ball was uppishly played, heading towards the bowler, but it was falling away from him. You know that he's going to dig a couple of shots. That's the way he operates, Williams. He likes to bowl quickly and intimidatingly. Hits it in the air, just over the head of the bowler, and gets away with it. But he certainly wasn't in control of that. Williams was leaping in the air, but he went over his head, and they got a single as Carmichael came across. It's been made to the field. As here's Williams. Nice smooth run up. Moves in now to bowl to the left-hander. Pushes it quietly into the offside. Can't score. So here goes. Williams steams in now to bowl. He's flashing at that. Beaten outside the off stump. Well taken by the keeper. The flashing blade on that occasion. Missed it completely. Through to the keeper. So Williams walks back pensively to his bowling mark. Turns. Brisk strides as he moves in now to bowl. He's flashing this time away from the man at short extra cover, which is the captain Busu. Carmichael races across and prevents 2. So 1 more to the total. So Adrian Williams it is. And he'll move in now to bowl to the right-hander. St. Kitts closing in on the 150. Here goes Williams, moves in now to bowl, gets a Yorker length delivery, well bowled, but it came down hard and it kept it out well. That ends a pretty good over from Adrian Williams. 40 overs completed, and 148 for 7 the score. And Jamie Cornelius obviously will be completing his spell of 10 overs as he moves in now to bowl flat and fast. He's dabbing at that, and there's a shout. He is gone. A little snake. It wasn't a big snake. We didn't hear it from here, but immediately the keeper went up. The bowler was also interested, and they celebrate. So another wicket goes. Wicket number 8 for St. Kitts. Light Brown also doing duties for the Nevis team. So Jamie Cornelius has picked up another wicket as he moves in now to bowl to the new batsman. He's coming forward, pushes it back up the strip to the bowler. And we know that this batsman can use the long handle. We have seen him do it he has represented, I think, highlights in the local leagues. We know that he can hit out. He's on the back foot, pushes it into the offside, and the man comes around from short extra cover. Looks like Willett can score. So Cornelius it is. We'll move in once more to bowl. There he goes, flatter. He's on the back foot and almost got an edge on that one as well. Well taken by the wicketkeeper too. Flatter, faster. He was punching at it. Missed the flashing blade. True to the keeper. Here he goes once more. Cornelius bowls. He's punching. And this time that goes away. Pass backward of point into the boundary for 4. That was well struck. Width. The ball was spinning away short, and he banged it away. Backward of point for 4.
Good.
153 for 8. We're into over number 43. Adrian Williams is the bowler. Moves in now to bowl. And that one gets out of the way. He's going to pitch a couple shots. He's going to test whether or not you can still move your neck and the top part of your body out of the way. Williams moves in once more to bowl. This time he's pushing it into the offside. The man is halfway down the pitch. The non-striker. And Jelani Manuels almost fell over there racing in, almost overran the ball. And they find it a little funny. So here's Williams once more. Races in now. He's hitting it in the air. The man is coming across. It's Carmine. Oh, he dived. Tried really hard to get to it and just failed. And I think they have taken two. But Carmichael decided not just to save the boundary, he was going for the catch. But he dropped just in front of him. You can't really call that a chance. It was a great effort that by Carmichael. Williams is asking him to stay wider. And my mind tells me that it's going to be another snorter. Fast bowlers don't like people to take liberties with them. Here he goes, moves in now. He's flashing though. I think he expected it, and he was flashing. White signal by the umpire. So Williams it is from the pavilion end. Turns. And he'll be moving in now to bowl. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. This time he's tentatively pushing at it and came off something maybe and went past the keeper down to third man. Can't score. Adrian Williams it is. Turns from the far end. Races in now to bowl. He's flashing that one down the ground to the man at long off. That's Carmichael. Feels it easily. And they go through for an easy single. One more to the total. Overcast conditions here at 8 Willett Park, but so far so good. As he moves in once more to bowl, he's flashing at that bend of the knee, and he really swung at that hard. Beats him through to the keeper, ends the over. Over number 43 being bowled. Jamie Cornelius moves in now to bowl. Loop City's swinging at that. It's outside the leg stump. It might not go to the boundary. Man pulls it in. They're going back now. The big man is hustling through. But he gets home safely. Wide signal. So it was well outside the leg stump. Had a flash at it, and they got 2 wides. Somebody is asking for at least 180 from the St. Kitts team. They think that would be enough. He's sweeping at that. He comes off the pad. And he definitely had a heave at that. He was looking towards Swanee's and missed it completely. Struck on the pad, but the intentions are big. He has big intentions. So here he goes, moves in once more. Jamie Cornelius bowls. He's beaten as he was driving loosely at that, and it seems to have come off the bottom of the bat maybe, but he definitely was not in control there. You get the impression something is going to give here. As he moves in once more, he's swinging again. Well knocked down there by Adrian Williams. The ball was traveling. It wasn't well timed by any stretch of the imagination, but it was traveling down the hill and well knocked down there by Williams. Something is going to give. Here is Cornelius bowling is swinging again. Must be a little frustrated as he walks away because he missed it and he struck him on the body. He wants to go big. Who is down there? There's a man at deep mid wicket, and there's a man at long on. So here he goes. Moves in now. He's swinging past the first slip, and the ball is racing towards the boundary. Adrian Williams will pull it in, and they only get one. And one what? We'll wait and see what the umpire signals. There's no signal. So it came off the bat. And maybe considered a half chance that. So brings the right hander into strike. Left hander trying his utmost to try to get the ball out of the park. Failing in his bid to do so. Short. That's a terrible delivery. Swung away. The man is racing after it. But I think, well, I was about to say only to retrieve, but relaying the ball there is that's Jelani Manners. Pulling it back and relaying it to Carmichael. They got 2. So 2 more to the total. That ends another Jamie Cornelius over.
We have
163 for 8. 43 overs completed. And it's going to be Adrian Williams to continue. So 163 for 8. 43 overs completed. We're into over number 44. Williams it is. He's struck on the pad. He's shouting his appeal. The umpire is unimpressed. Williams is unimpressed too with the umpire's decision, it would appear. So here goes Williams. Races in now to bowl. He's beaten, but the keeper is diving away. The way Busso is reacting, maybe there might have been a touch on that. We'll never know. Here goes once more. Races in now to bowl. He's on the back foot, pushes it. There's Busso sliding across. The big man getting down, threatening to throw down. And his teammates are amused. So here goes Williams from the pavilion end. Races in now to bowl. He's driving at that, and my goodness. Well, it seems as if he might have tugged it into his stumps because he's walking. So the stumps would have been disturbed. Came off the bottom of the bat. And that's another wicket. He was aiming to go big once more and got the bottom of the bat and into the stumps. Williams has struck. Another wicket for Nevis. The action resumes with the new batsman in. Bowls, he's quietly forward. Pushes it back up the strip on the onside. Can't score. Here goes Williams. Steams in once more to bowl. He's turning it into the onside. They're off and running. And getting an easy single in the end. No real hustle. So 9 wickets down. Acadiento Willett comes into the attack. He'll be bowling from the Bath Hotel end. He'll be bowling to the new batsman. He has number 51 on his back. So Willett it is. We're moving now from the Bath Hotel end. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. He's swinging. Oh, that's a tall man. And if he couldn't pull it in, nobody else can. And they'll get too easily in the end. But that was Busso leaping in the air. And may have touched his fingertips because he was leaping a good way up. And still going to pull it in. So it's going to be Willett from the Bath Hotel end. Races in now to bowl. Beaten, comprehensively beaten there. And keeper took it well. Here goes Willett. Steams in now to bowl. He's driving. That's a nice looking shot. But Jamie Cornelius comes across quickly. Knocks it down. Can't score. So here goes Willett. Acadiento moves in now, stopped by the umpire. Batsman probably seeking a change of bats, maybe. Something not feeling right with the bat, and he's asking for a change of bat. Well, the batsman has had a change of bats. Will that make a change in his fortunes in terms of hitting the ball away to the boundary? Here goes Bowles. He's pushing tentatively back up the strip to the bowler. He was in the air for a little bit, but landed safely in the end. Willett it is from the Bath Hotel end. Turns in the distance, moves in now. Nice smooth run up, moves in to bowl. He's hitting it in the air. Nobody's going to get there. The tall man running back, Busso, can't pull it in. 2 more to the total. So Willett it is from the Bath Hotel end. Moves in now to bowl. He's flashing at that. Goes past the keeper from the under edge of the bat. Williams, Adrian it is, moves in, and they'll only get a single. So one more to the total. And that ends another over from Acadian to Willett. Kimani Nisbet into the attack. Moves in now to bowl. He's beaten, comprehensively beaten as he was driving at that loosely. True to the keeper, no harm done. So it's going to be Nisbet once more. He's bustling run up. Moves in now to bowl. That's off target. That's a wide. And Eustace Johnson, the umpire, shows it to the scorer. Wide. Nisbet it is. The Kimani brand will move in now to bowl. Here he is. Races in now to bowl. He's turning it up into the onside. The man at mid wicket, halfway to the boundary. He races across. Can't prevent the single. One more to the total. Here's Nisbet turning now from the far end. Races in now to bowl. Batsman pulls out. I think there was some talking going on in terms of field changes, and so the batsman pulled out, rightfully. Here goes once more. Nisbet races in now to bowl. That time he's stodgily pushing the bat at that. For one moment, it looks as if he was kind of backing away. But the bat was coming forward. His 2 feet seemed to be backing away. Nisbet it is. Turns, looking busy. Hustles in now to bowl. He's beaten, driving loosely at that, taken by the keeper. Nisbet it is from the pavilion end. Turns and races in now to bowl. This time he comes solidly forward, goes past the bowler who really didn't make the big effort there to stop that, and they picked up the single easily in the end. Nisbet moves in now to bowl. This time the left-hander in strike. He's driving smoothly. Picks out Buso in the offside. Can't score. Ends another over. Acadian to Willett it is. So moving now to bowl from the bar to tail end. Moves in now. He's flashing. The bat was released from his left hand. He'll basically flew the bat at the ball with just his right hand. Missed it completely, flew to the keeper. He'll settle once more. Willett, maybe that was a slow ball. Here's Willett, moving in once more to bowl. He comes solidly forward, pushes it into the offside. Carmichael doing a little teasing thing there, trying to get them to run. They're not interested. Willett it is. Races in now to bowl. That's a good delivery, well lined. Comes across, keeps it out, plays it up to the man at mid wicket. Short, can't score. That looks like Fobbs. Willett it is. Races in now to bowl. That one made some height. A little discomfort there for the batsman, but he kept it off his body. Pushed it back up the strip to the bowler. Can't score. So, Willett it is. Moves in now to bowl. This time he's pushing it into the offside, away from the man at point. Races after it does the captain. Can't prevent 2. So they flew easily for 2 more. And we'll always remember that runs on the board is runs on the board. Well, there are runs on the board. Here he goes once more. Willett races in now to bowl. He's slow ball. And the batsman read it well. Willett was anticipating a catch back at him, but he was quietly forward. Ends another over. Here goes, moves in now to bowl. on driving. That's a lovely shot. The man is racing after it, and he will pull it in. They'll get too easily, and the way he's running encourages them to think about the third, but a strong return comes in. So 2 more to the total. So here goes now. Races in now. He's driving. He touched it, the bowler. But again, the big effort that's required to pull down those, not shown by Nisbet. They get a single. Nisbet it is. Races in now to bowl. He's driving, beaten outside the off stump. Nisbet looking busy, turns. Bustling run up. Races in now to bowl. Left alone this time. Here goes Nisbet. Races in once more to bowl. He's getting a slow ball, but he read it well. And brilliant effort there to pull it in. And they're going back for the second. This could be interesting. He's home. So good work in the end. As the batsman waited on the slower bouncer there and pulled it, but not hard enough to go over the boundary. Landing well in front of the man and away from him. He had to go after it with both hands and pulled it in. Here goes now. Nisbet, batsman not quite ready. So here's Nisbet. Races in now to bowl. Pushes it into the offside. They're off and running. I think I heard a no ball shout. Am I correct? No. It's the end of the over. Will be Willett from the batter to the end. Moves in now to bowl. He's getting one. Back of a length. Stands up straight. Pushes it back up the strip to the bowler. Willett will turn at the far end. Starts his run in. Moves in now to bowl. He's flashing it in the air, but it's away from Bosso. Not for the first time. And they should get 2 very easily. Maybe even thinking of a third. But the return finally comes in. Williams it is with the return. So here goes now. Moves in now to bowl. He's quietly forward. That was well lined. Dead on stumps, but he came down nicely in it. Willett races back to his mark. We haven't seen that for a bit. Willett running back to his bowling mark. And will turn once more. So here he goes. Willett bowls. He's driving. Again, it was well lined, but he was stroking it down towards long off and getting an easy single. The left-hander in strike now. Deep mid-wicket in place. Long on. And the square leg. Here goes. He's swinging at that, and that's a no ball for height, I believe. Maybe he was trying a slower ball. And it's going to be a free hit. The umpire will signal free hit. So the final wicket, just giving the Nevis lineup, bowling lineup a little difficulty here. He should be able to. Oh, it's a good comeback there. And Willett rushing after it, but he's down. And you could hear from the screams that he has been hit in one of those areas that you don't want to be hit. But the fact is he's alive. And he'll get over it. Seems to have recovered fully. Now what will Willett's follow-up be? Would be interesting. He's having a swing at that. I think it was a slow ball and he really had a heave at that. Missed it completely and that ends the over. So the final over to be bowled, it's going to be bowled by Nisbet. And it's 181 for 9. He's driving. That's a lovely shot. Can the man get across? Well done by Adrian Williams. And Jamie Cornelius was also covering. So one more to the total, but that was well driven. 182 for 9. So it's going to be Nisbet. Adjustments still being made by the field, by the captain, to the field by the captain. Busso is Nisbet. Moves in now to bowl. He's swinging in the air. Anybody home? And well taken there by Shelton Forbes. He had to run a long way and grabbed it with both hands. The batsman was swinging hard, trying to go big. And that ends the St. Kitts innings. 182. Nevis would need 183 if they're going to win this game. There will be a break and we'll be back. Well, we have the revised target, the corrected target, I should say. St. Kitts batted first, got 285.
Of the
Nevis needs 186 to win this game. So Ahmedan and Jelani Manners opening the innings here.
86-7.
Cameron Pennyfeather it is. From the pavilion and bowls to Ahmedan, punches it into the offside, finds the man at short, extra, can't score. Pennyfeather it is. Races in now to bowl to Ahmedan, slash and a miss. Oh, he's snicked it. Ahmedan reluctant to move, but he had a slash at that. It must have taken a very faint edge, and he's well caught at the wicket. So Nevis loses their first wicket without a run on the board. Ahmedan playing a rash shot on that occasion and caught at the wicket. The St. Kitts fielders and the team in general ecstatic.
St. Kitts 185 looking to get 186. Have already lost their first wicket within the first over. The batsman was caught behind. Ahmedan. Okay, yeah. Number 21 on his back, Pennyfeather. Did a little batting. Started to try to get the score turnover, but he got out. And goes from the pavilion end into the water. Slapped beautifully into the offside. Brings the man from down at that deep third man area of the boundary. So the first run for Nevis, it's 1 for 1 in over number 1. Pennyfeather, he'll be bowling to, I think that. So two lefties. That's pocket. He goes away from the pavilion end. Passes on. Yes, he goes right through. Shoulders, arms. That's Manners. It's a wide. It worked in his favor. Not following it. But young Pennyfeather runs away. Passes umpire Eustace Johnson. Delivers now. And again, shouldering arms is Manners. I think he's going to have to ensure that he makes up for those balls going where? Dot balls and mid-off, wide-ish, mid-on. Deep mid-wicket and a man down on the long leg boundary. He drives it beautifully. It's an absolute four. It speeds away. Earlier the field was giving some trouble with respect to sluggishness. The sun has dried it out a bit, but an excellent shot from young Manners. Score goes on to 6-1 in over number 1. So crowd crying, don't give it away. That was a magnificent shot from young Manners, left-hander. He allows it to go through again. It's the end of the over. Decent over from Pennyfeather. Manners got 4. Cornelius has 1. There was 1 wide. So it's 6 for 1 after over number 1. Okay. In comes Francis from the southern end into bowl to the left-hander. In Cornelius, he allows it to go through. And a wide signal. Score goes on to 7 for 1 over number 2. That's a smooth run-up. Kelly presiding at the moment. Right-arm fast bowler in Francis. Hails out of the St. Paul's region in St. Kitts. He comes in bowl and he's onto the back foot. Gets solidly behind it and there is no run. It goes straight up to wide-ish mid-off and the score remains on 7 for 1. His dad is name is Larry as well. Oh, bad shot. Moore should have been looking to play that ball through the offside. Came through short at a good bounce. Tried to play it into the vacant area. There are just 3 fielders on the leg side. So perhaps he's looking for that vacant position of all. Here comes Francis. Nice smooth one. Delivers now. Then this is driven by Cornelius into the offside. And there is no run. Score remains on 7-1 in over number 2. Looking to pace the gap there. That was not to be. Francis, the shorter of the 2 opening bowlers, comes away from the southern end. Into Bodo, and he's onto the back foot. He pushes back Cornelius, comes down hard on it, and gets it to straight mid-wicket. No run. The score remains on 7-1 in over number 2. Looking to get 100, going up into the 80s. Very fierce competition between St. Kitts and Nevis. Produce a number of outstanding cricketers. This one is pulled. There is no one in the region down there. It's over the mid-wicket and 4 runs. One. Francis was dispatched into the mid-wicket area by Cornelius. Cornelius receives again. It's on the leg side. And he looked to flick it, did not connect, and another wide signal. The score goes on to 12-1 in over number 2. Looking to get 186. Should have been much more supported, but I don't know how much advertisement went into it. There's a second game next week, Sunday. It's going to be about T20 mode. So it's and onto the back foot. It's got to be that he would have been struck on the leg stump. It was a very good ball to end the over there from Francis. 12-1. After 2. Settles himself. Fixes his attire properly. Seemed to be gentlemanly when it comes to his clothes. It goes in ball to Manners. Manners gets solidly behind it into the offside. And there's no run. It's a 6-3 field. Well, my backward point, square cover. And there's a wideish mid-off. Allows this one to go through. Score remains on 12-1 in over number 3. Penny Feather is operating from the northern end. And there are 3 men on the onside. A straight mid-wicket, a wideish mid-on, and a man deep down on the long leg boundary. Here goes Penny Feather. Tall, lanky. Nice up beats. The man coming forward. And a nice delivery. The score remains on 12-1. I'm on the 5 the other day. Reminded me of David Freeman. He was very clean on the 5 with the string band. Here goes Pemberton. That's Penny Feather into both Manners. Allows this one to go through. And he's going to have to do something about those dot balls. I know that they don't have to rush. They're going at 4 runs and over mark. If they can keep at the 4 over mark and more, then they'll be in good business. He slaps this one beautifully. Square cover, couldn't get there, and it hits the pavilion. Rebounds. It's 4 runs. 16 it is for 1. For 1, Penny Feather goes away the ball to the left-handed. Manners allows this one to go through. It seemed to be the end of the over number 3, 16 without loss, 16 for 1. Curtis, he seemed to be capitalizing on the deliveries that he can score off of, so that will make up for the dot balls.
Well, one of the things I'm seeing is that he's making a good judgment call in terms of what to leave alone. He has only played that one that beat him comprehensively. And then when he has a little wit, he's slashing at them. That last one was in the air for a bit. I don't know if you noticed. He went pretty close to the man at point. But it was hit so hard, he really didn't have a chance.
Didn't have a chance indeed. He threw himself at it, but to no avail.
And the Governor General has arrived below us. Multi-talented umpire, batsman, bowler. No name, you know.
Coach. As I see him coaching the primary schools. More than one, so I don't know where his allegiance is. In comes Francis in the ball to Cornelius. Cornelius steps forward, allows it to go through the keeper, and there is no one. A packed offside field.
I'll tell you more about him. He always has his gear in his vehicle, so if the primary schoolers were shot, he would be available to play. I could tell you that.
Then he'll become eligible by age. Over number 4, it's 16 for 1. Nevis looking to get 186 in the revived Berridge Howell Trophy competition. A format that was, as he comes in, Cornelius gets behind it easily, gets it out to straight mid-wicket, and there is no run. A format that became very popular, very, very, very entertaining. Revived with Sunday itinerary, we do not know, but for now, it's been played today on the 28th. And on the 4th, there will be a T20 encounter right here at Gove Park, is it? Okay, E.T. Willett Park. And he plays this into the offside. Cornelius admonishing himself, saying that that should have been driven either. One slip in place. In penny for the fast bowler. Here comes Francis. Into ball to the left-handed Cornelius. Cornelius slapping it into the gap. Does not even worry about running because he knew he had it well timed and well placed, and so the score advances to 20 for 1 in over number 4. I must say a veteran in the game of cricket, plays for St. Kitts, plays for the Leeward Islands, does a little bit of off spin, and the man from the deep long leg goes up closer, like on the 45. Flashing and missing is Cornelius. That's not a wise shot at all. He needs to settle and play. Watch the ball properly. There is no need to hurry.
That was more of a slug. I think he was looking to the Villa, but he picked the wrong ball on that occasion. The bowler, though, we understand Francis would be going off with the Leeward Islands under 17 shortly, so we wish him all the best.
Congratulations to him, young Francis. He's playing for the Leeward Islands team. Okay. He's it forward. Under 17, set out under 19. Under 17. He looks good. A young man, he looks good. He's hoping the best. At the end of over number 4, it's 20 for 1. In the third over, it's going to continue. It's the 5th over for the St. Kitts team. It's a 50-over encounter. Berridge Howell Trophy championship match. Introduced. Onto the back foot, he gets up off it. Oh my goodness. Ball watching was, and almost lost his wicket for a run out. Ball watching was manners. He got up nicely behind it, guided it into the offside. Cornelius was the smarter of the two, ran beautifully right away. Adain was unable to get the ball in. No one was at the stump, so he was looking for a direct hit. Had he gotten it, Manners would have been in problems. So it's 21 it is in over number 5. Nevis, 21 for 1, looking to get 186. Who runs away from the pavilion end. Into ball to Cornelius. Cornelius allows this one to go through to the keeper, and it's a wide signal. So 22 it is for 1. We're in over. Pennyfeather goes away into ball to the left-handed Cornelius. Cornelius gets a foolish delivery, drives it into the offside, does not pierce the field, but gets a single nonetheless. So it's 23 for 1 in over number 5. Will be Manners to face. He goes around the wicket, comes and plays it into the offside, guided it nicely. Manners is just strolling down, trotting away. And another run, 24 it is. For 1 in over number 5. Wicket to bowl to the left-hander. Drives and misses. It's a no ball called. And so it goes on to 25, I think it is. And no ball, so it's going to be a free hit. Looking to put more effort into his delivery. Ended up in bowling a no ball. There's 25 in the 5th over for 1. What will Cornelius do with the free hit? Goes in penny feather into bowl. And he slaps it over the covers. The man from deep third comes around, stops with one hand. They've only gotten a single. And so the score goes on to 26. And I think we've got another ball or two. Umpire Eustace Johnson and umpire Luther Kelly. Luther Kelly of St. Kitts, Leeward Islands fame. Would have thought that he'd have gone on, but that was not to be. Here comes Penny Feather. And again, shoulders, arms, the batter in manners. Score moves on to 26. Still, wicket caught behind in the very first over. Here goes Penny Feather. And he gets it behind this one. Looking for a single, but it's not there. The fielders are encroaching. It's the end of over number 5. And Nevis 26 for 1. Francis, the ball over number 6, comes away from the southern end. As umpire Luther Kelly. And ball very high. Making an appeal. He was looking to play it into the onside as Cornelius. And struck him in the thigh pad area. Francis comes in, bowls now to Cornelius. Cornelius under the back foot is struck on the pad again. Apparently moving towards the offside. Fielder trying to get a cheeky run out there. Francis as the ball comes away from the southern end. We are here at the E.T. Willett Park witnessing the Berridge Howell Trophy game. Slaps it beautifully, but only as far as the man at wideish mid-off. It got there by on the bounce, and the score remains on 26 for 1. We're in over number 6. Young Francis will be joining the Leeward Islands under 17 team shortly. Again, strikes him, pushes back the batsman, but it appears to be going down the leg side, and the umpire Kelly is unmoved.
Driver of 29.
I think the problem is that he's playing too much into his crease. He's on the back foot too much. The ball is pretty pitched up, pretty fairly well pitched up, and he's back into his crease. He needs to be on the front foot a lot more.
It is so. It is so. Curtis, I do agree with you with that. Maybe he should take a step up. From the box, in comes Francis in the bowls to, and he plays it into the offside. And there is no run over number 6, 26 for 1. Left-handed Cornelius, regular mid-off, short extra cover. Backward point over square cover and a slip. Left the left-hander. And he hits it beautifully over the space. That was asking to be hit. It's slowing up. It's slowing up. It's slowing up. It's slowing up. And they're going for 3 runs. Did not get the power in it. The outfield close to the boundary line is a bit sluggish from the excess rain we would have had. But we are thankful for the rain. The outfield at the edge is a bit sluggish, but have a green field here. As left-handed Newman goes in and brings forward the batsman there, and an appeal going up, but umpire Eustace Johnson is unmoved. Manners was beaten comprehensively by that delivery. You've got 4 on the offside and 5 on the onside. Here goes Newman, left-handed, a big burly man. And I got him! My goodness, I thought he was bowled, but it took the thigh pad and bounced out into the offside. Manners has to be very careful there, Curtis.
They have a deep mid-wicket and a deep long on, bowling him in the power play overs, and obviously trying to buy a wicket here. They're looking for the batsman to try to launch. So far, Manners looking a little tentative, again playing on the back foot. Gets a full toss, he's out! Easy catch. Full toss. He just gave it away. Just stroked it straight to the man at extra cover. Manners can't believe it. It was a full toss, a rank full toss. And he has just knocked it straight into the hands of the man at extra cover. This man played for Nevis many years ago as a fast bowler.
Shelton Pubs. It's a family of mine down the order. The older folks of his generation would be close to me. He would be down, 2 or 3, tucks it beautifully into the onside, hesitating, but they could have gone for that single. The single was on. The single was on. And the new man has gotten the wicket of Manners. He gifted his wicket away. Caught by Pennyfeather in the straight extra cover. Here goes the left armer into ball to Fobbs. Fobbs gets behind it. Another left-hander. And it's the end of over number 7. Curtis Nevis is going to have to look to pick up the runs. He's bowling the 8th over. Comes away from the southern end. Into ball to the left-handed Cornelius. He stands up behind it. And the man at extra cover fields beautifully. And there is no run. 30 for 2. We're in over number 8. Because of cricket fields that Nevis is going to give away this one. And this one he pulls beautifully into the onside. And 4 more runs. Curtis, I was saying that they were looking to do this thing in boundaries, but they're going to need to make sure that they run 1s and 2s. This one, he tucks again, comes away into the onside. No one is after it. It comes down to the deep, long leg area. 4 runs. From short, long, fine, comes to long leg, deep long leg. Here comes Francis Bowles, and under the back foot again. He's looking to play across, was on the back foot, and lucky for him. Pressure was put on him to encourage him to go into that pull again. He's not moving his feet. He needs to line up the ball properly. I think he should be looking to go forward. The ball is keeping a little low. We're in over number 8. 38 it is for 2. Francis in his 4th over, the 8th for the St. Kitts team. Here he comes. And hits it beautifully into the onside, over the infield, and it runs into the deep mid-wicket boundary for 4. "42 for 2, we know over number 8. They have made the adjustment. They've put in a deep mid-wicket now, straight mid-wicket, wideish mid-off, mid-on, wideish mid-off. There's a man back on the forward 45ers, and he hits it beautifully out of the area and brings the man, then 3rd man, into contention. They have gotten a single. That's 43 it is. We're in over number 8. I think we have one more with delivery, I believe. He's going to be receiving now from Francis, who comes away from the southern end. Passes umpire Luther Kelly. Delivers now. And Pops gets onto the back foot. Is beaten. It's the end of over number 8. And it's 43 for 2.
8 overs, Nevis. 42 for 2. 43.
Here goes Newman into ball to the left-handed. Cornelius is onto the back foot. I I am not happy with Matman playing on the back foot there, Curtis. He needs to come forward. The wicket is not giving the true bounce right through. Off and on, you have the varying bounce. So you're going to have to ensure that you come on the front foot to cover yourself properly. The left-handed Newman goes away from us. Into ball to the left-handed Cornelius. So dances down and displays it in front of him. Wanted to go big, but he just checked his shot and played it wide of the bowler. It came one bounce down to Oden here at wideish mid-off. It is 43 for 2 in over number 9. Here he goes. He slaps it. Almost bad bounce there. Oden got. 47 for 2 in over number 9. Newman goes into bowl to the left-handed. He comes forward this time, plays it down to the man who feels cleanly this time in Larry Oden, and there is no run. 47 for 2 in over number 9. Going at 5 and over. Down to the back foot this time. He slaps it. Beautifully stopped there. He was looking to get it between extra cover and that backward point area. It remains on 47 for 2. Oden is at mid on. Here goes Newman and coming down the wicket this time here. And just looking to go for the big shot score. This is the end of over number 9. It's 47 for 2.
Well, Jace Taylor comes into the attack, a veteran off spinner out of St. Kitts, and he also represents the Leeward Islands, and he'll be bowling to Shelton Forbes. There goes, bowls down the leg side, goes past the keeper as well. They might even think of 2. Shelton Forbes is thinking about it. Jamie Cornelius is not interested. But 2 extra runs, 2 wides. The score now 48 for the loss of 2. Jace Taylor starting with a wide. 48 for 2. We're in over number 10 now. There he goes, bowls. This time he comes quietly forward and they're rushing through for the single and pick it up easily in the end. 49 for the loss of 2. Somebody says the 50 is up. Maybe I'm a run behind. It's going to be Taylor and he'll be bowling to Forbes. There he goes, moves in now to bowl to Forbes. Forbes is turning it into the onside again. They're off for the single. Good call, good running. Clark, the keeper, is not happy with that. And I think the 50 now on the tins, definitely. So we're in over number 10, Jace Taylor. Moves in now to bowl. He's swinging that one away. The man at deep mid-wicket is rushing across. Will he pull it in? He doesn't. It goes through him for 4. He got there, actually got there, but it went through him, gone for 4. So Taylor, Jace moves in once more to bowl. He's punching at that, backing away, missing the shot. The keeper didn't hold on to it, but has to be a bit careful here. He's a wily bowler, is Jace Taylor, but it looks as if Jamie Cornelius has decided to go after him. Here he goes, he bowls. This time he comes solidly, quietly forward, and they should be getting an easy single here, as Taylor does poorly in terms of stopping the ball, sticking out the boot, and the ball went past him. 1 more to the total. By my reckoning, it's just about 56 for the loss of 2. We are still in over number 10. Taylor it is. Moves in now to bowl to Forbes. Forbes is driving. Should get an easy single down towards long on. So milking the ball in nicely. 1 more to the total. That ends the over. So Forbes in strike to Newman. He's on the back foot. They have to be very careful with this back foot playing. Lots of time playing deep in their creases. Need to be careful. Here goes once more Newman. Moves in now to bowl to Fabs. Fabs again on that back foot. Little flash outside the off stump through to the keeper. Clark took it, appealed. He's a good appealer, is Clark. Appeals loudly and regularly. He moves in once more. Bowls. He's on that back foot once more. Naz doesn't time it. Pennyfeather comes across, bowls it in. So Jamie Cornelius is on 38. Score 56 for the loss of 2. In over number 11, he bowls again on the back foot, turns it away. They're thinking of it. Well, Fabs was rushing through, turning blind almost, and had to be sent back. So Newman applying some pressure, because once they're not scoring, they'll have to think of ways to score. Here's Newman bowl, full toss. He hits it down the ground. Poor delivery that, but he got a wicket with one already. So why not try another? Goes down to long on, gets a single. So 57 by my reckoning, 57 for the loss of 2. As Newman it is. Moves in now to bowl to Jamie Cornelius. This time Cornelius comes solidly forward, pushes it into the onside, can't score, ends the over. 57 for the loss of 2, 11 completed. Taylor it is, gets one to spin and bounce, but well handled on that occasion by Forbes. So we're into over number 12. Taylor it is, Jace bowls. He's having a heave at that. I don't think the umpire will be impressed. Clark had the bails off in a flash, but definitely his back foot was grounded, but his head was in the air. He was looking towards the villa, and right away Jace Taylor tells the man at mid-on to go back, but he hasn't really gone right back. As he prepares to bowl once more. This time he seemed as if he was stretching onto the front foot and then hesitatingly just stood still and just played it into the onside with some doubt there on that occasion, some degree of doubt. Here's Taylor, but flat and fast. He's punching this one, but finds the man Ordain, who runs away with the dreadlocks flapping in the breeze and pulls it in with one hand. Can't score. So it's going to be Taylor once more. Moves in now to bowl to Fabs. Fabs comes solidly, quietly forward. Try to really put some spin on that one, Taylor. You can see the whipping action from the wrist. And the batsman covered it nicely. So Nevis seeking to get, and he sent the man right back now, realizing that he hadn't gone all the way back. Here goes, bowl flat, and he's punching it, this time away from Ordain, who comes across, and this time he manages to get the single, Fabs. So one more to the total. So it's going to be Newman to bowl now to Fabs. Here's Newman moving in now to bowl to Shelton Fabs. On that back foot once more, and somehow manages to get some bat on it, but he really should be on that front foot a lot more. He was back into his crease, deep into his crease, and the ball was pretty well pitched up. Somehow managed to get some bat on it. Here goes Newman, moves in once more to bowl to Fabs. Fabs is going big down the ground. That's a lovely shot. Crashed into the roller, but he hit it hard. And this time he was on the front foot and he really slammed it. Lovely shot by Fabs. So that was a lovely shot by Fabs. He really belted that. Moves in once more to bowl to Fabs. Fabs is on the back foot, forces it now down towards long on with much more confidence now. And gets a single. Looking more assured in those last 2 shots. So Newman it is. This time he'll be bowling to Jamie Cornelius. Cornelius is on the back foot, looking for some room. Didn't quite have it. He was flat and fast. Can't score. So here goes once more. Newman moves in out to bowl. He's slamming it, but putting his whole body on the line there was Pennyfeather. And knocking it down. Can't score. Certainly wound up for the big shot on that occasion. Jamie Cornelius looking for a big, powerful drive to the offside. Here goes once more. Balls to Cornelius. Ball. This time he's coming solidly forward. Pennyfeather is teasing them. Trying to get them to run. Shows that he has a little football skills as well. And that ends the over. So after over number 13, 64 for the loss of 2. Nevis in strike. Here goes Forbes. Gets onto the back foot, pushes it into the offside. Jay Taylor is a bowler.
222 balls.
So here he goes now. Moves into ball. He's swinging into that. Where's that gone? The man is coming across. Takes the catch. He's gone. He ran a long way across from the mid-wicket boundary. And Forbes has given it away. So looped up there by Jay Taylor. He took the bait, did Forbes, and he launched it. It was hit high and hard, but not handsome. And a good running catch by the man at mid-wicket. And to a man, they've gone to congratulate him for a great catch. Good catch that. Kept his eyes on it as well. Third wicket gone. Forbes comes back. Well, maybe a little bit surprisingly, young Dida has been sent in to bat. I think there are a couple more seasoned campaigners in the lineup, but they have decided that Dida should go at this point. Very determined young batsman. Kept the wicket pretty well today. And Jay Taylor it is, bowling with his cap on. We're moving now to bowl to Dida. He comes solidly forward, Dida. Looks pretty composed. So 3 wickets down. St. Kitts making inroads here into the Nevis batting. Here goes Taylor flat, and he's turning it, and he's turning it fine. The man is chasing after it, and they'll only get 1. The ball just seemed to slop. Looked as if it was racing off the bat, and then just seems as if it got lazy and just slowed up badly. 1 more to the total. He's off the mark, is Dida. So that brings the aggressive Jamie Cornelius into strike. He's not going to die wandering. Here he goes, balls. He's punching that one into the offside, but there's a man on the deep extra cover boundary. And 1 more to the total. So this right hand, left hand combination, captain's nightmare. Especially if a single is scored off every ball. They have to be readjusting the field. The bowler has to readjust his line. Here he goes, he bowls, he's solidly forward, reaching a long way for that one. At least he's not squeezing up in his crease. Coming out confidently on the front foot, that ends the over. 66 for 3. 14 overs completed. So it's going to be Newman, and he'll be bowling now to Cornelius. Here he goes, bowl. He's sweeping at that one, struck on the pad, but that was pitched well outside the leg stump. And came up the pad, down to the man at backward of square, can't score. So Newman it is. Moves in now to bowl to Cornelius. Bowl, this time he's swinging at this one. That might be signaled wide. Again, poorly lined by Newman, losing the script badly here. Swing and a miss by Cornelius. Here he goes once more. Newman moves in now to bowl to Cornelius. Cornelius is on driving. The man at long on takes his time, comes in. Knows the single is on already. 1 more to the total. So Dida comes in to strike. From this, my vantage point, it looks as if he took a center guard, but it will be Newman to bowl. He's bowling around the wicket to the right hand. At that time, he looks a little casual there. Again, reaching onto the front foot. You might want to say that he shadowed that one, but for one moment, it looks as if he was beaten. Here's Newman from the pavilion and moves in now to bowl to Dida. Dida is on the back foot this time. Poor pick on that occasion. How did he keep it out? I don't know. Because he was again back in his crease as we have seen a couple of the batsmen doing. Should have been on the front foot there. How he got his bat on it, I don't know. Here goes once more. Moves in out to bowl to Dida. He's on the back foot and I think he might be a goner. On the back foot once more. Poor pick once more. Rather than staying on that front foot, he's playing right across it on the back foot and he's gone. Bosso, the captain, has gone in. Here he goes. My goodness! Flat and fast Yorker length delivery, just barely got down on that one. Great start to that, a great delivery that by Newman. He knew he was near to the crease and he fired it in and fast and Yorker length. Somehow the tall man got down on it. So at the end of the 15th over, I think it is, 64 for 5. 64 for 4. Jamie Cornelius strike from the experienced Jace Taylor. There's Taylor bowls. He's pushing it in the air back to the bowler, gone. Bowled and caught. Oh, the man who was leading the charge for Nevis is gone. Came on the front foot tentatively. Didn't roll the wrist on that one. After the break, new man in is Acadiento Willett. I think that one came off the pad. Luther Kelly will duly signal leg by. Here goes bowls, and that's the Bosso, the captain, turning it into the onside. So Taylor has picked up the wicket of Jamie Cornelius, bowled and caught. He also had the wicket of Forbes caught on the mid-wicket boundary. Good running catch. So it's going to be Taylor. Clark making some adjustments to the field, specifically the onside field. Taylor it is. Moves in now to bowl to Bosso. Bosso is on the front foot, turns it into the onside, can't score. So all of a sudden, Nevis seems to be struggling. They were going along nicely at a rate of over 4 and over. And now seem to be in the channel between St. Kitts and Nevis. And he's thinking about the single, but Pennyfeather is quick. Can't score. So as Acadiento Willett strode to the crease, well, this time he's off the back foot. The ball won't get to the boundary. The man is racing after it. They're going back for the second run. So as Acadiento Willett went out, Sir El Camido Willett, unofficially, he strode into the park along with his wife to see the grandson play. So Acadiento is out there. Willett would be hoping that he stays out there for a long time. Well, during the break, Newman was telling one of the spectators that he's going to clean bowl Bosso. He plays for the same team with him in the local league in Nevis. Good to see that. Some of the Kittitians come over on a regular basis to play. So they're teammates, really, in the highlights team. But not today, as there's Acadiento with it punching it into the offside. The man is sliding across, fails to pull it in, but good cover there by the fielder. His teammate coming across and stopping it nicely. Well, it is off the mark. Nice punch into the offside. So Newman Let's see if he could back his shot. He said he is going to bowl down Bosso. Very good teammates in highlights, but today they're on opposing teams. And we're going to see what transpires as he moves in now to bowl to Bosso. Bosso is driving and hitting it into the turf, not timing it well on that occasion. And I think Bosso might be thinking, I'm going to hit you out of the park. I think that might be the challenge here. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to Bosso. Bosso is on the back foot, laces it nicely. Well stopped though. Bosso is a very tall man. The bat looks as if it's and he seems as if he's having a problem with it. Looks like a matchstick in his hand out there. He's one of those guys. I'll get back to that as he moves in now to bowl to Bosso. Bosso is on the back foot, punches it easily, stopped by J.S. Taylor. Bosso is one of those guys. You figure that if he gets any taller, the police should give him a ticket. He's a tall man. Well, it's going to be Newman. Moves in now from the pavilion end into bowl to Bosso. Bosso is trying to turn it belatedly. Struck on the pad, but it was struck high. There's no appeal from the fielders. And as I watch the guys in maroon bat today, you remember the West Indies. Another pitiful performance against England in the third and final test match. Not good going for the Windies, not batting as if they're playing test match cricket. Not lasting 4 days, not good. Gets a full toss. It's a 10 to the onside. Arden has a chase. Is he going to pull it in? It's going to be Arden's race. He pulls it in. And they get two very easily indeed. Full toss, clipped away by Bosso. 2 more to the total. Ends the over. Jay still it is now, and he'll be bowling to Acadian to Willett. One slip in place. And a crowded offside field. Point, extra cover, mid-off. All in. Punches it into the offside. The man at extra cover fields can't score. Then in the onside, we have a man at... Well, we get back to that as he bowls once more. This time he comes solidly forward. El Camino Willett would be proud of that defensive shot. So we have a man at long on. We have a man at deep mid-wicket, man at square leg on the boundary. Then a man at backward of square. Here goes now, bowls. He's on the back foot. That one making some height. And he had to push it off him. He was on that back foot again. But that was making some height. J.S. Taylor creating some bothers here for the Nevis team. Moves in now to bowl on the back foot. Should have been on the front foot. The keeper was already going up as if to say, I got him. Dangerous shot that. Should have been on the front foot. Here he goes once more. J.S. Taylor bowls. That time is, well, you have to consider that a possible chance because he jumped just away from the man at slip and they got 2 very easily in the end. So 2 more to the total.
Of the sports menu, and it is at the El Comido Willett Park, very historical park. So many of these events have taken place over the years. Of 1976 was the inception of this prestigious and historical tournament between St. Kitts and Nevis, in honor of our past mortals and legends in the Berridge brothers, that's Paget and Edgar, and Johnny Howell of Nevis. So it was quite rightly placed. And the late Austin Alwyn Eddy, who was my dad, he had written the first edition of the 1976 to 1984. And then after those years when he took ill, he was not able to continue. But many congratulations to people like Trevor Parry and others who have associated themselves to keep the historical process of records in place. So we in the broadcast media had evidence to relay to our listeners over the years what transpired. And Nevis on 11 occasions have defeated St. Kitts. In the Berridge Howell series, St. Kitts only won 4 games. But today, right here at my very good friend and former opponent, not enemy, El Comido Willett, well deserving of this venue. But what I will say though, which many persons may not agree with me, I would like to see somewhere in Nevis be developed for international cricket. So when CPL comes to St. Kitts and you have 6 matches, 3 can come to Nevis and 3 can be for St. Kitts. So I hope those who might be viewing the program will hear the concerns of Victor Eddy, expressing his concerns for another international cricket venue in the Federation, and Nevis in particular, who has gotten 7 cricketers to have played at the highest level of Test cricket. St. Kitts have just gotten in 2024 2 players. Well, unfortunately, Jeremiah Louis of the 2 brothers, Michael, is the opening batsman. He had to be sidelined because of a hamstring injury. So he is no longer a part of the squad in England. But even so, it has been long overdue for St. Kitts to get 2 players on the international scene. And we truly congratulate all of them for making those inroads. And no doubt this generation of cricketers, especially coming out of St. Kitts, would be greatly inspired. But it is my distinguished pleasure to be here at this historical ground and witnessing on the 50th anniversary of Culturama, coinciding it with these matches, because it is usually played over the Whitsun weekend, but quite timely by the organizers to incorporate it for the 50th anniversary of Culturama. And I would like to congratulate the Culturama and organizing committee over the years for the wonderful job that they have done. And I can only express my best wishes for a peaceful and harmonious Culturama. But what a nice way to start that celebration of 50 years by having the reuniting of the Berridge Howell series, and it's right here at the now El Comido Willett Park, and a full toss driven down to long off. The batsman will only get 1 run, but I must say that this is one of the better conditions that I've seen this outfield in, and no doubt it is due to the plenty rainfall that St. Kitts and Nevis that been having in recent weeks. But it is well kept, it is nicely groomed, and it is convenient. And Larry O'Dane played a very good innings today. Unfortunately, he did not get to his 50. Rastafari is his name. He'd better know as that. But that completes the over. And it is my pleasure to have an input here with your television audience, and along with Earl Smithon, who journeyed over too, along with Gary Pembleton and Frankie Claxton. We are also streamlining through Vaughan Radio the broadcast. And one of the things though, and I'm subject to correction, but I'm not too certain how much publicity that this match was given before. All the history of the past, people knows, but we have to always move from the past to the future. And this is the future. And 1 played out into the deep mid-wicket area. They run 1. And here they're going to be 2, and quite rightly so, because the fielder in the deep, he was very sloppy. He was not attacking the ball. And looking at his physique in that distance, he does not look even half athletic as Derek Parry looks now. And I understand that Derek Parry still plays cricket at the age of 69 in the Masters. So he has done much better than I, because I can't even play with the afters. But he plays with the Masters. And you know, What I like about former cricketers, though, especially between St. Kitts and Nevis, when we are out on the field of play, we play hard. We were only opponents of each other, but we are never enemies. We always held a good relationship. And here is another good relationship for St. Kitts. Another wicket goes down. So that's it.
That was an awful shot, Victor. It wasn't there for that pull shot. He was on the back foot once more, having a huge pull, got the top edge, went high in the air, and so the captain perishes. Nevis in a bit of a hole right now, Victor.
Well, you're right. And really, but as you know it, more than that, 185 runs, but music in the background now, so we will let the volume of.
Well, Tyree Jeffers goes out to play his first representative match, by my understanding, for the Nevis team. And he settles. He's a very good batsman, I could tell you. Pushes it into the onside, looking for the single. Makadiento Willett is not interested. Nevis in a bit of a hole here. Certainly that was a poor shot by Bosu. Turns it into the onside. Again, he's rushing down the track, looking for the single. It's not on. And the man at first slip having a bit of a laugh because he's saying to himself, this man looks as if he wants to run out himself. Tyree Jeffers may be just exhibiting a bit of nerves here. As here's Jace Taylor bowls. He's turning it again. This time they're off for the single and he has thrown it away. I think they might be thinking of the second. They've gone belatedly and he has made it. And may even be thinking of the third, but Willett had gone past the stumps a long way. So careless work there by the fielder. And so they capitalized on it and got two. Jeffers off the mark and running. So far, except for a little drizzle at one point, the weather has held pretty well. The bowler moves in now to bowl. He's leaving that one alone. And what we have noticed so far, a lot of the Nevisian batsmen have opted to go on the back foot quite a bit, sometimes to their own detriment. Here goes once more, moves in now to bowl on the front foot. That's a lovely drive by Willett on the front foot and meeting it nicely and driving it well, and they were off and running. Got a good single. Tyree Jeffers seems keen on running through. So one more to the total. So here goes. Moves in now to bowl to Jeffers. Jeffers is solidly forward, showing him the maker's mark confidently into the shot. He's a very good batsman, I could tell you. Would be nice if he could get a good innings today for Nevis. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. He's turning it into the onside. A little wrist work into that. The man is racing out to mid-wicket boundary. They're rushing back for the second. That's good running. Tremendous running. Akadiento Willis is a natural athlete. He was racing through as if he was doing the 100 meters dash and got home safely. So they look pretty intent here. Nice little partnership building up. Moves in now to bowl to Jeffers. Jeffers is hitting it over. No, not quite. Brilliant catch. That's a tremendous catch. For one moment I thought it was over, but the man was moving around backwards nicely and took it going over his head. Really tremendous catch. So Jeffers comes back. Nevis in some dire straits here.
Big trouble. 7 wickets down. 7 wickets down, and they're around 80 plus. So forward is the batsman there. That's the new batsman, Jaden Carmichael. So that's the end of the 20th over, or 21st over. QT. When last we hear them call you the name. Cool cricketers, QT Charles Clark, Everett Sargent, Derek Parry. They were there and played for Nevis when they were in high school, especially Derek Parry and Everett Sargent. And that's another single. So it's 87 it is for 7. Nevis looking to get 186. So they need 99. And we're in over number 22. Jace Taylor is bowling. He's the captain. He has set a good example, leading by experience. He's in the over number 22. It's the 22nd over, and he'll be bowling to the new batsman, Jaden Carmichael. He comes from the southern end, passes umpire Luther Kelly. It's onto the back foot, punching it into the offside. Will they go for two? That's one. They can, because they're a good runners between the wickets. They are good speedsters. And no, it's gone too far past the thing. Cut it. Thank you, Toko. Over number 22. So it's 89 it is, I think. And comes Taylor into bowl to Willett. Willett pulls it around. Finds the man at 45. There's no run. Gets the ball back in, flat and fast. Carmichael, oh, they got two instead of three. He comes and he plays it easily in front of him, and there is no run. Well, it's the revival of the Berridge Howell Trophy, and Nevis was won most of these encounters. He pulls it into the onside. That's Carmichael gets a single. Score goes on to, I think it's 90. 90 for 7. Of the 16 times Curtis, I think one that was abandoned for whatever reason, I don't know. But Nevis would have won 11 of those encounters, the other 4 to St. Kitts. Now this is a revival of it. Usually it's played on a Whit Sunday. They brought it back as part of the 50th anniversary celebration. Next week, Sunday, they're going to be having a T20 in the same format, Berridge Howell Trophy. We don't know how many more matches are going to be continued after this, but it would be good to upkeep these matches, keep the cricketers on their P's and Q's, keep them fit, keep them sharp. 90 for 7 as number 3, that's Keith, I think. He's going to be going into bowl to Willett. And plays it straight back down, and there is no run. It don't look like Carmichael in that there. Carmichael, yeah. Skeet from the pavilion end, left arm into bowl to Carmichael. He plays it, looking for a run, but it's not on. He went straight to the fielder, and Willett is pointing to him, tell him the fielder is right there. It's going straight to him, and rightly so, sending him back. There goes Skeet, left armer, into bowl to Carmichael, comes forward solidly, and there is no run. Gonna need some good, sensible hitting to bring them back into this game. Right now, their backs are against the wall. 7 wickets down, looking to get 186. They are 90. There's it. Bowler fields to his own bowling. They're gonna have to be able to work the ball into the gaps. That is not happening at this moment. Plays it easily in front of him. I think there'll be one more delivery to complete this 23rd over. 23rd over is 90 for 7. Nevis looking to get 186 in this Berridge Howell encounter. The crowd has grown a bit, but I don't know how much advertisement went into this. End of the 23rd over, 90 for 7. St. Kitts making 186, 185. 24 is about to be bowled. Not sure of the bowler's name. But Taylor has completed his stint, I believe. Has taken himself out of the attack and making sure that his field is in the right position, his fielders. They've got a slip. They still keeping the pressure on. Backward point, deep extra cover on the boundary. Straight, wideish extra cover, wideish long arm, and onto the back foot, punches it into the gap. Beautiful shot indeed. Will it have the legs to go? They're going for two. And Carmichael strolling, had he been running hard, that could have been 3 runs. So the score moves on to 92. Right? 92 it is for 7. Win over number 24. He slaps it beautifully into the offside, brings the man from deep extra cover around. He picks up now. They've gone for 2, and the score goes on to 94. It is for 7. They're now taking out the slip. I don't know any need for that. They should have kept the pressure on, because getting some runs between there doesn't mean anything. Invite them to go for the shot, keep in the slip cordon. But let's see what difference it will make. To stop a single is fine, but what you need is wickets, because you're in front with the score. He pulls it into the onside, brings long on off the boundary, comes around, slides, fields, and they have gotten 1 run. So 95 it is for 7. Again making adjustments to the field. Sends out mid on to long on. That straight extra cover. Extra cover. Backward point. Deep cover on the boundary. In comes the flighted delivery and brings Willett forward. And Carmichael. Okay. Willett is not batting in a helmet. Yes. Okay. Pulls that one down, stays down behind it there, Carmichael. 95 for 7. It brings Carmichael forward again. Looks to be a good batter, Curtis. Getting right behind the ball, but what they need is runs right now. Willett is signaling for a change of bat. I don't know if anyone has seen that he's coming.
The score here at the Park is Nevis 95 for the loss of 7, and we over number 24. 24 overs gone, so we are 95 for 7.
Over number 25 goes into bowl to Willett. He comes forward, comes down hard on this one, and you could see that he's agonized that he did not get it straight back past the bowler. $95 for 7. Until he pulls it hard, and it's gone. What's the signal? Looks like 6, but the umpire is waiting on the fielder. 6 runs. So it's 101. 101 for 7.
Great shot by Willett.
You're going to need a lot more of that. These 5 to 6 more to bring them closer. Yeah. And this one comes off the inner portion of the bat. When it goes down into the onside, the keeper has gone after it. And it's 102. 102 it is for 7. And over number 25. And Skeet goes into bowl to Carmichael. And Carmichael drives over the bowler's head, brings the man in long off into contention. Single has been had. And so we've gotten to 103. 101, 102, 103. He drives it over the man at cover, brings the man from extra cover off the back. The man Newman coming around and getting it into his hands. Getting a clap from his fellow colleagues, his teammates. And goes Keith into bowl to Carmichael. Carmichael comes easily forward and there is no run. The score is on 106.
Yeah, at 25 overs, the score 103 for 7. 103 for 7.
When my feet
So
get
that
like this. Here comes the bowler and he's trying to stop it with his foot. Gets on to 104. Here comes from the southern end into bowl to Carmichael this time. 104 to the back foot, pulls it into the onside, and it is going to get one, and they're going to get two. And they're looking to get three. A while ago he got a wonderful applause for a good field. This time he was fielded and allowed 2 extra runs. Score goes on to 107. 107 for 7. They're going to make an adjustment.
Frankie, that's punishment. And whenever a captain does that, it's punishment for the fielder. He really messed up. And they got 3 runs where they should have gotten only 1.
Yeah, so they have moved him from the deep area and brought him inside. And let's hope that the ball does not follow him. Yeah. He easily comes forward, that's Willett, and no runs. 107 it is for 7, playing over number 26. He hits it hard and high, and it will be out. Lovely catch indeed there by Oden. Lovely catch. Larry Oden has taken a wonderful catch. Taking the words of Chuck Bassett. Over number 28, and he's driven beautifully into the offside. Will it go to the boundary? He picks it up now, and they picked up 2 runs. And the score is gone to 110 for 8. The fast bowler Adrian, reputable athlete, is receiving now. He's onto the back foot. Plays it nicely. Was looking for the single, was sent back by Carmichael. It's the end of the over. 29th is going to be coming up. Nevis really with the backs against the wall. 8 wickets down. Over number 27, Skeet is going to be bowling. He'll be bowling to Carmichael. Goes in, passes umpire Eustace Johnson. Flat deliveries onto the back foot. Slapping at it, missing it completely. The ball hitting the wicket keeper. I think he should have been on the front foot trying to play that front foot drive. Could have done it with the same power. But onto the back foot this time he connects. And the same fella Hanley fielding well. Skeet did not collect cleanly. So it's 109.
Look for the launch. Look out, eh? Get out of the way of Adrian Williams.
You take the catch. Yes. Here goes Keith, left armer, into ball to uh, Williams, trying to play it into the onside. It comes off the tie pad, and there is no run. It's a halfway mark, the over. Keith into ball to, and he's looking to hit into the onside. Adrian Williams comes off the outer portion of the bat, and there is no run. 1-1, sorry, down to square. They were appealing for a run out, but it was not on. So 110, I think it is. Skeet goes into bowl to Carmichael. Onto the back foot again, punches it into the offside. Misfield there. And 110. For 8. He goes into ball to Williams. Williams plays it down to the offside. The same field in that field. Misfield a while ago. It's the end of the over. He got through his over very quick. Curtis St. Kitts is turning around briskly, positively. Into ball to Carmichael, pulls this one around and finds a new man there, fields cleanly, and there is no run. I think it's 109 for 8. In comes Hanley. Into ball to the right-handed Newton. Newton slaps it into the offside there. Third man. It's a square cover. Fields and there is no run. 109 it is. He plays it into the offside aerially, brings the man from the extra cover boundary off, misfields, and they have picked up 2. So the score goes on to 111. 111. Again, they change the fielders, Curtis. You misfield, they're going to move you. So they brings the spieler up the extra cover boundary to the backward point area. And the man from extra cover is gone. Yes, the man at backward point has gone to the man out and extra cover. Now he fields and he gets the ball in quite quickly. That's Skeet. And the run has been had. So it's 112 it is for 8. And over number 28, I think it is. Yes. He's flashing and missing. Hanley pushes through the ball. He does not give any flight at all. He bowls a stiff ball. Comes in from the southern end. Short and turns it into the onside there. Looking to get one was Williams. It was not on. Very quick. These overs are being bowled, Curtis.
16 of 28 overs.
Here goes Keith and looking to sweep this one was Carmichael. And it's wide delivery. So 117 it is for 8. Going over number 29. Skeet, left arm spinner, goes into ball to Carmichael. He's been there. And he pulls and misses. An appeal. Umpire shakes his head in the negative. Must have come off the pad. Here goes Skeet into ball to Carmichael. Short deliveries onto the back foot, punches it to extra cover there. And there is no run. I think he's giving the bowler and the keeper a warning. Skeet it is, left armer. Ball to Carmichael. And he pulls this time into the onside. And they're going to get 113 it is for 8. 113 for 8 in the 29th over. In goes Skeet into ball to Carmichael. Comes forward this time. He got his revenge. Keith stands up like a statue and stares him down. Michael has been bowled this time. So the 9th wicket for Nevis has gone down. Curtis, it's practically over.
Well, they say it's over when it's still life in the game. There's still a wicket to go. Cricket is one funny old game.
Nine wickets down. Nevis in the mire. It's going to have to take a swashbuckling innings. This one is turned into the onside there by the new batter. What's the name? Oh, that's the fast bowler, Kimani. Yeah, Kimani Nisbet is off the mark right away. It's 113, I think it is, for 9. And I can't see them wiggling out of this mud. We don't have Andrew Russell out there, and we don't have Kyron Pollard out there. Oh, yes, in goes, and it pushes forward. That's Williams, and there is no run. 113, it's the end of over number 29, and how much longer are they going to last? That's the question.
I think my immediate question is, when will Adrian Williams launch his first rocket? You know he's going to come. Somebody's going to go. Well, he might be out attempting it, but there will come a time that he's going to try to launch and may even launch a couple.
Is he famous for those sixes like Conrad Ahmed Bartlett?
I think very much in the mold of Conrad Ahmed Bartlett. You asked if there was an Andrew Russell out there. If he's on the go, he's on the go.
Let's wait and see. He's going to be back into play. Slip, backward point, deep extra cover on the boundary. Straight cover, long off. And Nisbet comes easily forward. Bowler fields his own bowling. 113, I think it is, for 9. Nevis will not be able to pull off this unless he heard of the names we spoke about. Putting on a display like them. He comes under the back foot there, plays it, brings straight cover into contention. Hanley from the southern end comes in the bowl to the right-handed Nisbet. It's a flighted delivery, more pushing through, but it's up in the black hole. He comes down on it, and the score remains 113, I think it is. In comes Hanley, this bowls. Look at, it's going to be a run out. Does not collect the ball. Bowler, had he collected it, that might have been a run out. But he did not. His hands took off the bails without a ball in it. Umpire Luther Kelly and umpire Eustace Johnson are the umpires in this game. In comes Hanley. He allows this one to go through. That's Nisbet. And the score remains on 113. What is going to be his approach? In comes Nisbet. And plays it into the onside from the bowling of Hanley. It's the end of the 30th over. Curtis, 20 overs to go. Just about. Right, a delivery plays it into the onside there. It was Williams, gets a single. Score goes on to 21. These guys' tongues are tied up. Skeet being urged on by his teammates. He goes into bowl to the right-hander. Nisbet come forward and just easily playing it into the offside. There is no run. 1-2-1 for 9. Looking to get 186. Skeet goes into bowl to Williams. Onto the back foot, looking to turn it into the onside. Ball eluding him. Getting knocked coming off the pad. And keeper not collecting cleanly, but no run was there. And goes Skeet. Foolish delivery. Picks up a single. Nisbet. Score on to 122 for 9. Going over number 31. Encouraging him, perhaps telling him to send it up so he could go over the top. He goes Skeet into bowl to Williams. Onto the back foot, he just pushes forward. And there is no runs. Yeah. Goes Skeet. Into bowl to the man. Onto the back foot, cuts it into the offside over the fielder at backward point. It's running away to the boundary. Man from deep cover comes around and covers have picked up 2. So 122 it is for 9 over number 31 completed. Over number 32 is going to be continued from the southern end by Hanley. And Slip is back in position. Here comes Hanley into bowl 2. And hits it into the air. And it's one bounce. The fielder comes around, collects. And just one run had. Is that what you're looking for, Curtis? Okay. Anyway, that one was from Nisbet. They're about 123 for 9. Williams will be facing up now. Will he get a floater like that? And he hits it beautifully through the covers. Brings the man from extra cover around deep. He misfields. And they've gotten 2 runs. Score goes down to 125 for 9. Here comes Hanley into bowl. And he pulls and comes off of the pad, and there is no run. Over number 31. Here comes Hanley. The ball. And trying and missing. Appeal going up to no avail. It's about a signal for 2 more deliveries, I believe. Hanley from the southern end comes into bowl to the man, and he hits it into the onside this time. Picks up just 1, and 125. And 1 more delivery. Williams will be facing this time. So Curtis has not gotten his 6. Yeah. Hits it into the offside, into the gap, and it comes around and picks up another single, 126, at the end of over number 31. The man has been reintroduced. I think he has already bowled about 6 overs. Flashing and missing from the first ball he received. And there is no run. So it's over number 33. Brings him forward. And Williams walks away saying, that might have been the one. That's Nisbet. Okay, they had a single, yes. Comes easily forward. And 126 it is for 9. That's ball number 3. Goes Newman into ball, flashing and missing again. That's Nisbet. And score remains on 126 for 9. Left-handed Newman. Left arm, but just delivery into the black hole, comes down hard on it. And there is no runs. There's 1 ball left, I think. There's Newman. The end of the over number 33.
After 33 overs gone, Nevis 129 to the loss of 9. After 33 overs, Nevis 129 for 9. Chasing 180 to win.
He's going to be bowling to the man Williams in his green pads. He's coming from the southern end. As his umpire Luther Kelly now, and delivers. That's his delivery, pulls it into the onside. That's 1-6. Curtis has been looking for it. He's gotten 1 so far. How many more will he get? How many more will he get? 129, 1 and 7 was 136. In comes Hanley into ball 2. And allow this one to go through. Wide. So 137. We're going with here. In comes Hanley into ball 2. Nisbet. Hits it hard and high. And he takes it. It's the end of the game. Well, in the reintroduction of the Berridge Howell Trophy Championship between St. Kitts and Nevis, the 50 over encounter, St. Kitts made 145. Good knock by O'Dane, he got 47. And then the spinners of St. Kitts took care after a good knock from the man Cornelius. From the time Cornelius went, Nevis was in the mire with the backs against the wall and have ended up 136. Right, so they've lost by 50 runs. St. Kitts taking the introduction of this Berridge Howell Trophy. Oh, Curtis, looking forward to the D20, but we hope and pray that there will be a continuum of the Berridge Howell Trophy games as we go forward over the next couple of years. All right, so we say congratulations to St. Kitts winning this 50 overs and by 50 runs.
With me, I have in the presentation party, Colleen Delaney, who is Vice President St. Kitts, Mr. Dennis Phillip, who is President of the St. Kitts Cricket Association. We have Charlene Martin, Vice President, Nevis Cricket Association, and we have Ernie France, who is the Managing Director, TDC Nevis. And we want to, first of all, congratulate the St. Kitts cricket team for coming to Nevis on our invitation, and not just coming and showing up, but winning the first in the return leg of the Berridge Howell matches. Our sponsors, TDC, the Nevis Island Administration, and Reliable Motors. And on behalf of the sponsors, Mr. Ernie France will present a check to the St. Kitts Cricket Association in the amount of $2,500. US? Victor wants to make it US, so we are inviting him to top up to make it 2,500 US. In the meantime, it's just easy. All right, so we'll have some words from Dennis first, and then we'll invite the captain of the St. Kitts team to come forward, and the presentation will be made by Ernie France of TDC. And even before I do that, let me remind you, next week Sunday we are back here. This time the game will start at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's a T20 game. Thank you very much. Dennis?
Thank you very much, President Carlisle. First of all, allow me to acknowledge the presentation party, and of course, special recognition to Mr. Ernie France, one of the sponsors, not one, but the sponsor who we've been trying to get on board, back on board for a long time, Carlisle. Carlisle and I have been working on this for a number of years. And even in a chat when Carlisle says communication's not very good, we have been working. But I'm happy to be here this afternoon, and of course, having won makes it even better, but it's a matter for me where St. Kitts and Nevis cricket actually moves forward. We have not been doing this for a long time, and I'm happy to have it revived again. Our initial Berridge Howell was one game, and having spoken to Carlisle, I told him we need to do 3 games. But based on this time of year for Culturama, it's unfortunate we're not able to do 3 games. And we want to do the best of 3, and so we are hoping that next year TDC will be back on board with us for the best of 3. So we'll be having games, St. Kitts, Nevis, back to Nevis, vice versa. And so hopefully Ernie will stick with us and Berridge Howell will return. Once again, I want to say thank you for all of you who have turned out to support cricket. We need a lot more of this. We need a bigger crowd. We need more people showing up. And of course, that's how cricket will go. Thank you very much for having me today. Carlisle, thank you.
I now invite the captain of the St. Kitts team to come forward and receive your check from Mr. Ernie France.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to be a part of this ceremony this afternoon, and also to welcome to Nevis the St. Kitts cricket team, and of course the panel here assembled this afternoon. Jace Taylor, captain, it gives me great pleasure as well to hand over this check to you for the St. Kitts team. As usual, the better team wins, I guess. So congratulations to you and your team, and to the executive from St. Kitts.
Okay, before we announce the MVP, let me give you some exciting news. We're not just playing next week Sunday, but the owner of the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots, he has been in discussions with the St. Kitts Cricket Association represented by Dennis and myself. I met with him as late as last week, Saturday, and even as we were here, he was talking to Dennis. And they have given us a proposal, the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots. On the 24th of August, they are inviting St. Kitts to play against Nevis right here at ETW Park. And on the 25th of August, the very next day, the Patriots want to take on a mixed team of St. Kitts and Nevis versus the Patriots right here at ETW Park. We're going to work out the maths, who will be the selectors and so on, but that's not important. What's important is that we are providing opportunities for players from St. Kitts and Nevis. Not only that, but the owner of the Patriots has said to us, the players who do well in the game St. Kitts versus Nevis and the combined game against the Patriots will be afforded opportunities to at least train with the Patriots. And this is what we've been arguing for all along.
Well done.
So cricketers, you have opportunities. Make the most of the opportunities. Our lead scorer here in Nevis is Charlene Martin. And she said to us that the computer selected Mr. Jamie Cornelius as the man of the match. So Jamie, please come forward. And this check will be presented by Dennis.
I think so. Well done.
Thank you again.
Well, stop using them words to the man. Stop using them words to the man in the puppy show. Who say puppy show? The man in the puppy show. The man backbone. What the other fellas did? See what you do.
Thank you very much again, and of course, congratulations to the St. Kitts cricket team, and of course, Nevis. Just have to try a little harder, and let's see what happens next week. But it's basically been a very, very good outing. Sorry it wasn't very early, but I'll be here early next week, and of course, I'll be here to see the Calypso show on Friday. So thank you very much, Nevis, for hosting us, and looking forward for a return, which will be next year when we will have 3 games. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Thank you, Carleen. Thank you, Ernie. Mr. and Charlene. Thank you, Charlene. You notice she stood up because I didn't mention the name earlier. Thank you, Charlene. Mr. Music Man, 2 o'clock.